Welcome. In this recording, I'll show you how to use both your iMac's CPU and GPU for script-based coin mining. We're going to use CUDA for the GPU mining. So CUDA is an NVIDIA project, a parallel computing platform which allows you to link multiple computers and create a supercomputer and then use the graphical cards, the graphical processing units in those cards to do certain work. Now in our example, this work is going to be coin mining. So to start with, let's go ahead and download the necessary software. We are going to start by using this tutorial by John Chapman, where we have a link where we will download already precompiled CUDA miner, and then we'll download the second part, which is the CUDA system itself, the platform. So the miner is going to be downloaded in a form of a zip file, and I just took the most recent release, which happens to be, let's see, the 2014 228 release, and you will click on this link and download the zip file. The zip file looks like this when it's downloaded. Next, we will download the CUDA system, and I have a Mac OS, and so we'll go ahead and grab the package. And so again, the downloaded package looks like this. Now I happen to have an OS X 10.9 iMac. It happens to have 4 CPU cores, and it also happens to have an NVIDIA GeForce GT750 video card. If you happen to have the Intel video card, often in MacBook Pros and Mac Airs, you will not be able to use CUDA because CUDA is for NVIDIA cards. So let's go ahead and install CUDA. When we run the installer, it's going to ask very few questions, but it will allow us to install. You can skip the samples, save you about 220 megabytes of disk space. You do need the toolkit and the driver. So we'll go ahead and install. Now all this is going to get installed under the /developer location. So now I'm going to go to Applications, Utilities, and start the terminal program. And just to show you where these files get installed as the installation is taking place, okay, we're going to first of all log in as root. So sudo su, and now it's asking me for the password of the current user, not the root password itself. Now I'm logged in as root, and I'm going to go under developer, and under developer momentarily the toolkit will appear as the NVIDIA folder. So if for some reason you need to uninstall the CUDA directory and the files, you can do that from the terminal and use the uninstall script. Second part is, once you install CUDA, you want to reboot your computer. That's going to allow the libraries to be loaded correctly. Okay, so let's go to developer, and now I have the NVIDIA folder, and in the NVIDIA folder I have the CUDA 6.0 folder, and that is where the CUDA parallel platform is installed. So if I wanted to uninstall, I would type in developer NVIDIA bin uninstall. Alright, what's in the bin here? Oh, I see. I have to provide the version of CUDA here and uninstall. So this would have been my command to uninstall CUDA, and you have to run it as root, so run sudo first. Okay, with this in place, we'll say close. Now we are ready to navigate back to where my zip file is located. So I am in my downloads directory called files, and I'll go ahead and unzip this file. I could just say like this at the command prompt, unzip, or I can just double click on my zipped file and use a program to do that. Once this is unzipped, we will go ahead and navigate into the directory which was just created for us. Inside of the matching version of the CUDA Miner, so 6.0, I now have the compiled program that... Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about a couple of errors that you might see with running this file. The first error I saved up here will tell you that your version of curl is 7 when it should be 8. And so you might have version 7 as part of your operating system, and 8 is what CUDA Miner requires. It so happens that CUDA Miner does include the libcurl writing the dependencies folder. So in order to use it, we're going to have to create an environment variable. So I'll go ahead and show you how that's done in the script, and I'll include the script in the About section of the video. But right here I have a start script, and that start script exports an environment variable for the libraries, and then it'll match to the location where the dependencies are, the lib directory. Now on your computer, make sure that you change the username and wherever the location is of the file where you unzip decompressed. With this in place, we are going to now include the information about where our pool is located and the authentication. And let's see if this is going to work. We're going to go ahead and run the script which tells CUDA Miner where our pool is located. And as you can see, the pool is executing and we are connecting there. But I want to show you also at the same time, let's open a new window here. And I want to show you how at the same time you can mine on the GPU and on the CPU. So right now this is going to run right around 70 kilo hashes once it gets going, and this is running on the GPU. And now I will go ahead and also execute a script I have for miner D. So miner D is going to be a program here that I'm using to just mine on the CPU, and I also have a script here called miner sh or something close to it. All right, and in this script I'm running the miner program and also providing the URL to the stratum. So let's go ahead and run that. All right, great. What we're doing right now is really quite interesting. We are mining the coin on a Mac on both the CPU processor, which has 4 cores, and we're mining on the graphical card, which happens to be the NVIDIA GT750 card. So at this point, this particular computer, without any modifications, is reaching up to 160 kilo hashes per second. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.